Hi guys, it's Bonnie here from Step into Brilliance, your best life coach. And I want to talk to you about a certain aspect of people pleasing that I think it's kind of overlooked. We usually talk about people pleasing in terms of how to stop doing it and also around the boundaries issues that come up. Now, with people pleasing, the person who is doing the people pleasing, the people pleaser, ends up usually having a lot of resentment because of what I like to call the silent price tag. See, the people pleasing comes at a price for someone. Either it's at your own self-worth because you're doing it to keep the peace, keep a roof over your head, keep your job, whatever it is. But there's also the people pleasing where you do things because you deep down really want the recognition and you're kind of trying to prove that you're a good person, a worthwhile person. And trust me, lovelies, you already are a worthwhile person. You don't need to do that. You really don't. And anyone who makes you feel like you do, kick them to the curb. You don't need that in your life. You are already 1,000 times worthy. I promise you. You don't have to worry about your self-worth in that regard, but we do it for those reasons. And the thing is, whether we like to admit it or not, there is what we call the silent price tag. Either we want recognition, or we want the thank you, or we want reciprocated actions to happen. And when they don't, we feel kind of pissy about it, right? You know, like, how come they're not noticing? How come there's no thank you? How come don't they know that I did all those things? And that resentment is where a lot of the angst comes from. Listen, if you're doing something for someone, especially if they've not asked you to, and you're not doing it with a 100% open heart, no strings attached, then there's a price tag. It might be a silent one, but there still is one. And as soon as you realize that when you do this, you're attaching this silent price tag, whatever it actually is for you, and you always know, right? We know this. When you realize that, then you realize you may not have that reciprocation unless you ask for it. And, and that kind of takes the pressure off a little bit, depending on why we're doing these things. So I wanted to sort of point that out. This silent price tag causes us a lot of grief. And the other person probably doesn't know why you're suddenly getting aggravated and annoyed. And most likely, from experience, I can promise you what happens is you take it out on that person in a different way, not even necessarily connected to the actual big issue. Does this sound at all familiar? Give me a like or a comment below and let me know if it does, because I'm betting it absolutely does. So please be aware, if you're one of the people who like to do the people pleasing, be aware of the silent price tag, okay? And try to keep that out of the equation, or release it, or release the need to do the thing. And remember that you are so worthy already. You don't need to prove anything to anybody. Okay, so that's my tip of the day. And I hope to see your comments below, and I'll respond to them as soon as I can. Okay? Mwah. Bye for now.